Good morning, family. Happy Thursday. It is April the 18th. I hope you guys are all well. Happy birthday to my grandma in heaven. Today's her birthday. She's passed many years ago. I miss her very much. But today is my Nanny's birthday, so happy birthday, Nanny. All right, let's get into what Spirit wants to advise us on today. We've kind of been a little all over the place. We went from healing to now kind of, like Nadia said, going in different directions. So let's figure out where we're at today. We're going to start out with our fairy oracle. And look, it's Blonde Nadia again. It's about healing. Now's the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Remember, healing is where they keep pushing us, that we've got a lot of soul trauma, this life and other lifetimes that we are addressing. So continue working on your self-healing, or maybe you know someone else who needs a little healing sent their way. And on that note, thank you for your continued prayers. I am feeling very much better. Absolutely. Still a little rough in the ears, but I'm doing much better. And I appreciate each and every one of you and your healing prayers. All right. So your angelic light worker today, we have number 14. It is Banquet for the Soul. We all love a good banquet. Who's a cooking? All right, Banquet for the Soul. Number 14, the human relationship with the physical world can sometimes be confusing. Well, who'da thunk it? From obsessive compulsive behaviors to addictions in relating, eating, and body image, and the projection of hopes and dreams into the acquisition of objects, the marvelously complex human mind can pin its need for security and healing upon that which cannot provide it. This oracle brings you a message of healing and safety, a reassurance your needs can be met. You need not fear that you shall be left alone without love, connection, or affection. If you've been in a painful place of personal isolation and suffering, perhaps for a long time, this oracle heralds imminent relief. Reach out for support and do not give up on yourself or your healing path. You are so very close to a breakthrough. So still healing, and there's lots of different ways that we can receive that healing from yourself, from Divine Creator, friends and family, of course the soul family, absolutely. So remember, the psyche, it is hard to have a balance between what those voices in your head keep telling you, that you're not worthy of love, that you'll never be happy, you might be just lonely, you'll always be sick, you always have, stop thinking that way. You got to get your mind right. And you have to stay focused on what's your future. But this says you're about to have a breakthrough. So don't run from it. Don't put up your boundaries. That's not the kind of boundaries we want. All right? It may be a little uncomfortable. You might be out of your comfort zone, but push through, and then you're going to realize, oh, I don't know why I was so worried about it. All right? All right. Mystical Shaman today is number 63, and it's the wind. And this one has a lot of detail to it because, as we know, the wind can go in all different directions, which is what our soul family is doing. All right, so this says, the symbol of the wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the four directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts that you are no longer needed. The West is calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. The North, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. The East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exultation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. So whichever of those that you need, face the wind head on. Don't run from it. Okay? It's not a tornado that's going to scoop you up and put you in harm's way. Face it and deal with it. I think Spirit's trying to tell us, stop running from stuff, because it just puts us back. You know, if we keep going backwards, we can't. We got to face stuff. All right? Now, the secret language of light today is number 20, and that's soul writing. Soul writing. So are we physically writing, or are we just laying out our path of our soul contract? Let's see what it says. We become the stories that we tell. You are the author of your story. Write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life are multidimensional living art. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analyzing the events that become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. Look at the card. Imagine you're the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. See that? Imagine that that's you. From this expanded view, you can see all your stories and their faucets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously unknown. You may be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed that the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress. This indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You're doing so well, you are worthy, and you are loved. Sometimes we just need to think outside the box and get a different perspective. You know, sometimes our ego only lets us have tunnel vision, and we can't allow that because we don't see the perception from our Creator or others around us. We're just kind of in our own little world, and as uncomfortable as it can be, we have to step outside the box, get out of our comfort zone, and look at it from a different perspective to really understand what we're dealing with. Get out of our ego, get out of our head, and then you can see the process of healing. And yes, you are worthy of it. You've got to love yourself. All right? Love and Light Oracle today. God will lead the way. Well, there you go. If you don't know which direction to go, which direction of the wind to face, your Creator knows. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Yep, absolutely. You got to feel Creator's love. You know, the Creator will control the wind and tell you which direction to go. Do you trust your divine Creator? Because they have unconditional love and support for you. They will not lead you astray. All right? Angel therapy. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Are you doing the what ifs, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or are you visualizing absolute complete success? Do you know this is going to turn out well? That's how I started overcoming, you know, a lot of my manifestation blocks. I visualized, it's mine, I claim it, I am worthy of it, and I'm not waiting. Sounds a little pushy and harsh, but let me tell you, when you know that you're worthy and you deserve it, it starts manifesting much faster. But it starts with visualization. What do you want for yourself? It doesn't have to be materialistic things. Maybe it's a spiritual upgrade and more gifts. Maybe it's just moving forward with your healing from this life, other lives. Whatever it is, you have to know that you're going to succeed. Not maybe. There's no room for maybes, okay? All right. White Light Oracle today, number 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. We've had her before. Alabaster Tablet of Layla. All right. I don't think I need to sing Eric Clapton's Layla today. I don't think you want to hear that. All right. You are remembering at a soul level. You're tapping into greater awareness and an understanding of your highest life purpose, and it shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you. See, you might not like it because you're getting out of your comfort zone. All right, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. You gotta remember that. Your divine creator is not going to lead you astray. Okay, God leads the way of where you should be. Visualize it. He's not going to put you in harm's way. Are there life lessons that we have to learn that can be a little tough? Yes. But once you get on the other side of it, then in hindsight, you get to go, oh, yeah. And then you kind of do a face palm, right? Oh, now I get it. But you got to get out of your comfort zone and get over the hump or crawl out of the pothole. It's okay. Kali Oracle today is number 12. Kali Yantra. Okay. Kali Yantra. All right. Beautiful. I know the position of the hands is one of many that you can do during meditations. It helps. Nadia's better at understanding all that, but I know it has to do with like pressure points. It has to do with different frequencies and things you're working on. I am no good at explaining that because I'm still learning. But let's find out what Elena Fairchild says about Kali Yantra. She is your inner power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances. If anything required for success be lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it, bridging the divide between you and the manifestation of your intentions. You're crossing a critical spiritual threshold. See that little hump that you got to get over. She's the true guardian and guide. Stay focused on what matters to your heart, and you shall remain faithfully connected to her protective presence within. Allow distractions to fall away and continue to commit to your soul journey. A more beautiful experience of your life path awaits you. Yep. When you think about the direction, point up. Remember your divine creator. Lead the way. Okay. I'd put your hands together. You and the creator are one. All right. Work together. Work together. And be all right. Pointing and leading the path for healing. All right. Okay, now your final card is the extra tarot card that I pull for you. Kind of looks a little different. It is the Ten of Swords. Now, tens are things that are coming to an end. They're wrapping up. Swords are about truths, thoughts, words. And this card overall has a big word attached to it, and it means surrender. Okay. Now, in the other deck, it's human that's been stabbed in the back 10 times. And each sword actually lines up with the chakras. Now, that's the original Rider-Waite. This one is quite unique because it's of angelic nature. All right. Now, he kind of wears the fool's hat here. That means his journey, some point in his journey is coming to an end. This can represent the ending that you've been hurt. You know, you've been wounded. Somebody betrayed you. Maybe you're going through a crisis. But the number 10 in tarot represents it's ending, it's stopping. Don't fight it. You got too many swords in your bag. You're not going to get out of this one. It can also represent a little bit of entrapment, but it's coming to an end. If you've been stuck because you've been hurt and you've dealt with the crisis, know that it's coming to an end. Okay? You've been stabbed, but you're not dead. You just had to pause. Now you're going to come out on the better end of it. All right? Because after 10 in tarots, it goes to the pages, and pages are about starting new beginnings. So optimism and hope is right around the corner. Just surrender to the situation, get over the hump, let God lead the way. Visualize the success, let the wind take you where it needs to go. All this healing will happen. Thank you, Spirit, for putting it all together for us as you always do. So if this is you, surrender to it. Stop fighting it. It's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to be stabbed in the back. Understand that healing is coming. You're already doing it. Just get over the hump. Okay? Down but not out. You're probably worn out and tired, disappointed, but we don't stay there. It's temporary. If you're going through a grieving process, grieve, hurt. It's okay. You're human. You have emotions, but it is temporary, and you do not stay there. New beginnings are on the horizon, and God's going to lead that way. All right? All right, guys. Those are your spiritual messages from the Divine this morning. We give all honor and glory and have full gratitude for that message. And I hope I explained it to the best of my ability. And I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. Sometimes it's not for you. All right? But if you ever get into that situation, maybe you can think back to this and remember the message. And I think I just saw our little Spriggy flying around here. All right. On that note, you all have a very, very blessed day. Happy Thursday again. And I will see you tomorrow morning with the next message. All right? Many blessings. And I love you.